Join us live on the Sherry Lord Talk Show podcast. Start your day off with the Higher Vibrational Podcast with weekly guests covering spirituality, healthy foods, and so much more. Go to SherryLord.com for more info. Hey, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us every Tuesday on the Sherry Lord Show. If you feel guided, just like us and share our page. And please ask questions. You can chat and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And we love it if you can say hello. And we have a very special guest. She's been a regular on our guest before. She does astrology and she's going to talk about what's happening, what's coming up. And there's this very special Sagittarius New Moon on the 19th. So we're going to get a lot of information from her. All you guys that are watching, you want to not miss this. So join us, please chat, let us know you're there, and welcome, Cathy. Thank you for joining us again. Can you let our audience know a little bit about you? I mean, you are a regular, but we get a lot of new followers.
I was trained in evolutionary astrology. I am a graduate second level with Steven Forrest apprenticeship program. I studied with Jeffery, doing my first readings way back in '94.
Wow.
So
Been doing it a long time.
I've been doing readings for a long time. And you learn so much just by doing the readings. It's very, very a passion of mine. When I look at a chart, I can feel the energies. Your birth chart is the energies you were born with to do your soul work with,
Oh,
and
wow.
everything is energy. It's been scientifically proven. Every planet, star, asteroid has its own specific energy, and as above, so below. So if they're not getting along very well up there, like they're in squares or whatever, then we're receiving that energy down here. Everything alive, and that includes the earth.
That's pretty cool.
So
But I know you are very
it's very
passionate about. Yeah, there
yeah,
is so much. You're very passionate about what you do. And we're going to talk about how people can get a hold of you. But we want to know there is a lot going on right now in the world and in the earth. Can you give us some
yes,
highlights on that? And also about
yes.
the Sagittarius New Moon on the 19th of December that's happening too.
Yeah, the Sagittarian moon is a very, very new moon on the 19th. It's a very powerful new moon. All new moons, that's like the best time to really manifest at new moons. Make intentions and manifest. I mean, it's the most psychic, spiritual, intuitive moon of the whole lunar cycle,
Can people feel it
the
before the
new moon.
19th?
And
People who are sensitive? Yeah.
yes, I'm glad you asked that. Yes. Some people will say, like, a day and a half or whatever on each side. I give it more than that. I give it like at least 3 days before, 3 days after, and even a little more if it's really hitting your chart, because we're dealing with energy, and it's really hard to tell energy. They have to stop at a certain degree. Energy continues.
Yeah.
And it's more powerful right at the conjunction, but not, yeah.
So the
This particular
Sagittarian,
well, let me say
yeah.
Sagittarius. Yeah, Sagittarian energy is some fun energy. It's an optimistic energy. I call it the gypsy energy, the
Okay,
kind
so
of
it's
travel and the
optimistic and it's
fun
abundance.
and
Okay.
having people around.
Everything
Yes,
enhances
yeah, and
around you then.
also our master teachers, huh? Yeah, and
Everything enhances around you.
Sagittarius represents our master.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sagittarius represents our master teachers, our published authors, our philosophers, our
Okay.
masters, national law, international travel comes in with
Wow.
Sag. This
Is there any
particular,
tips you can
yeah,
give
new moon
people?
has Mars very close to it.
Okay, it has Mars.
Yeah, um, because of, Huh? Yeah. Mars is close to this new moon, so of course on the gray side, Mars can be,
Oh,
war energy, volatile energy on the gray side. The high
okay.
side, which is what we always do, to move forward and take steps into the unknown. And
Okay.
that's part of this new moon. Venus is
That's
also part of
exciting.
it. And of course, Venus is our creativity and it's our love and that type of thing. It's also sitting with the new moon.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's a lot of interactions that way. We
That
have
is, I've been feeling it. It's so intense.
very intense, and we have other aspects going on. We have the Saturn Neptune conjunction right at 29 degrees Pisces, right at the end of Pisces, is an extremely powerful Aries, and it's going to be very, very prominent in the energy of 2026. And I
Wow.
mean, it's very prominent right now, and it actually squares this new moon. And on February 20th, Saturn and Neptune actually sit together by degree and in Aries at zero Aries. And why I'm saying zero Aries, zero
And what
Aries
does
is
that
the
mean? What
world
does that mean
axis.
for us? Yeah.
And so it means that it really um, intensifies the energy that we will be picking up on at that time is
Oh,
action
okay.
moving
Yep.
forward, taking steps into the unknown.
Yeah. Moving forward. Yeah.
Pisces, very, very psychic, very spiritual, very intuitive. When I first looked at that, it was like I could feel the spiritual warrior
Oh, that's cool.
for that. Yeah, for that whole time period, which is going to be over a year. Right now, I mean, it moves into that areas especially. So giving a spiritual energy to everything happening in the world. And Saturn rules the government, and it's happening on the world axis, all governments
Okay.
everywhere. And bringing in that spiritual kind of warrior, it's like, part of spirituality is treating people nice, and being, respectful and being spiritual and helping people, etc. Becoming a focus for like the government
Oh, okay. But there's
is one
so
way to
much
kind of,
going on in the world. Is this kind of the
yeah,
change?
yeah. 2026 is very powerful. If I can, let me explain something. All of the outer planets have been in water and earth. And after a
Yep.
while, water and earth can make mud, if you want to look at it that way. In April, all those outer planets are all going to have moved into fire and air. And that's intelligence, that's movement, that's action, that's moving forward.
Okay.
All the outer planets have different time periods. Neptune stays in a sign 14 years, Uranus 7 years, Pluto 19 years, I mean, etc. But they all move into fire and air by April. And that has not happened for over 300 years before the United States was formed. And
Oh,
so
wow.
it's very, yeah, I mean, this is a very powerful period that was, orchestrated by the universe. And so it's going to go into action and moving forward and getting out of the yuck and very concentrated on humanity. And that's because Uranus will move into Gemini, Pluto's in Aquarius, and Uranus rules Aquarius. Aquarius, one of the main meanings of Aquarius is the tribe, community, humanity. We're all one race. It's called the human race. and all of that is being triggered in the spring and throughout 2026.
Oh, wow.
If you could follow that a little bit, you can see, because you're feeling, people are feeling unsettled, or they're feeling like they're not sure what they're moving into, but they know it's different. The energy is different, and it's going to become more active, and it's going to give you the ability to move forward like a pioneer, kind of into the unknown.
Okay. Now bringing in the new levels, the new consciousness, the evolution.
Yes, yes. And it's, I mean, it's not
And everybody's,
easy.
it's like, it sounds like everyone's got support, the support
Yeah,
in their path or in,
there'll be support, and
oh, that's pretty cool.
excuse me. Um, yeah, it's like I said, a new period. I mean, this hasn't happened with what we call the outer planets for over 300 years.
Mhm.
Now, a real concentration on Aquarian energy, and Uranus, which rules Aquarius. Pluto's in Aquarius. Pluto's the planet of transformation. And when we when things transform, and you're transforming, and the world's transforming, transformation's not easy. If it's easy, we're not doing the work. And with Pluto just having moved into Aquarius, it's only at 2 degrees. Aquarius again. Aquarius is our genius energy, our ability to think outside the box. There's a little revolution
Yep.
to it, and but very much concentrated on humanity, and we're all one race. And so we have Pluto transforming that. At the same time, the ruler of Aquarius, which is Uranus, on April 25th moves into Gemini, and then all the outer planets will be in fire and air. Real concentration on the Aquarian energy.
So what happens? What is people feeling at that moment? What do they need to do?
People will start feeling the ability to take action on things,
Okay.
to take steps forward, and not be, to speak what they need to speak,
Yeah, I get it. That's
to like to,
awesome.
yeah, like to take care of humanity, instead of sitting back and not doing a whole lot. That energy is going to be like, no, I don't like the way that person's being treated, or no, I don't like this, that kind of a thing. The
Yeah.
ability to stand up for what you need is going to be stronger. We're going to have more energy to be able to do that.
I think that's amazing. I think, and have you experienced anything lately with all these new energies coming in or alignments of the planets?
Yeah, what a lot of people will feel, you know, uh, what do I want to say? They may feel like the rug's been pulled out from under them. The old kind
Okay.
of easy chair, and the old, comfortable slipper of the earth and the water and everything is going to be upended into very action orientated energy, fire and air. And so it's a new energy. So I mean, it's a newer energy for everybody. So people are going to be a little uncomfortable at first, huh?
Huh. In the corner. Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep talking. I'm kind of mobile and I'm just getting oriented.
Uh,
Thank you.
that's all right.
No, it's wonderful. I'm so excited about the changes that are happening. I just feel very intense energy right now, energies.
Yes, yes.
And a
And
lot
you'll
of things
continue
are
to feel
coming
that
up
because,
as it brings things up to clear.
yes, it brings things up individually, yourself, according to your own, a chart,
Yep.
but also throughout the world. And we're seeing this throughout the world.
Okay.
and we're seeing, people starting to get upset about the way people are being treated or the way humanity is being treated, and that's part of
Right.
this energy. And that's part of this energy is bringing that to focus.
Is
And
that about empowerment? Like people individually empower themselves as well in
uh,
situations?
yeah, I mean, yes, as these outer planets move into fire and air, it does give us more energy and empowerment.
Okay.
Uh, Courage. You think of Aries and Mars as
Oh, okay.
courage, giving you courage to step into the unknown, kind of like, or courage to be like a pioneer in a certain area.
Okay.
And you'll see more of that courage of people standing up for people that aren't being treated right. And
Okay.
I could go into a lot more, but and even like the chart of the United States, that it's indicated in the
Right.
chart of the United States also. This this focus on humanity
Yeah.
that we haven't had for a while.
Okay. Wow. Is there anything else we need to know about this?
Um, the one thing that I would say moving into 2026, we have a lot of things happening in 2026. Unless you're astrologer, okay, I'll say what they are, but then I'll explain. But we have,
Okay.
yeah, we have, even in the chart of the United States or any chart right now, Pluto moving from Capricorn to Aquarius. Capricorn had to do with the government, corporate America, etc.,
Okay.
and transforming that. Part of the transformation of the things that were not
Okay.
happening equally for everybody, like in the United States and in the world, okay,
Okay.
has to be thrown in your face. You have to be able to see it in order to heal it. And that's what's been
Okay.
happening the last couple of years. All the yuck that's been thrown in our face. And now that Pluto's at Aquarius with the concentration on humanity, which is the whole world, humanity, we now can see what isn't right and it's been thrown in our face. And now it's time to crack that for the good of the world, for the good of humanity.
Yeah, I find that a lot of things were getting revealed that were like kind of like for me, everybody's got their own experience with it. But for me,
But
I felt it like it was like coming out of denial of something that I didn't know was there. And then it's not like a part of me was pretending and not to pretend to be more authentic.
yeah, yeah, and that's part of it. And it's a worldwide thing. This transformation
Okay.
having to do with humanity.
Yeah.
And there's a real focus in the United States because the United States South Node, we
Oh,
just passed
wow.
stuff we're supposed to leave behind, is in Aquarius.
Okay, I get
And
it.
yeah, and Pluto's affecting that South Node and the Pluto return. And I don't want to get too detailed there, but it's
Oh, wow.
happening all over the world. But there is a focus on the United States right now because of we're at a Pluto return. It was 50 some years ago that the United States was
Yeah.
formed. Yeah. And so transiting Pluto, the planet of transformation, is sitting between the natal Pluto of the United States and the South Node of the United States.
Okay.
That's why there's such a focus here, but it's happening all over the world.
Oh, I can see that, but I just know that, I mean, it's not just me, everyone, those who are, it's affecting everybody, but some people are
Everybody.
just more sensitive to it or can feel it a little more,
Yes.
and
Yes.
yeah.
And that's kind of like it depends on your chart. Where's it hitting in your chart? When you chose to come in and pick your chart with the energies to do
Yeah.
your soul work with, what's your little part now? And that shows, in a reading. Um, But with this new moon coming up too,
Mm.
manifesting peace, manifesting equalness everywhere,
Yeah.
is real important. That Saturn Neptune conjunction. I mean, they're conjunct now. They're both in Pisces, but there's that conjunction is squaring the no, is squaring the new moon.
Okay.
What that means is it's the new moon. Besides being in Sag and Venus and Mars, in the orb of that new moon, the square, which is kind of like a friction energy, a challenging energy, is coming
Okay.
from this the Saturn Neptune, which has a lot of different meanings, but right now I just kind of refer to it as the spiritual warrior.
Yeah. It
And
has been really intense. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, there's a lot happening at this new moon energy wise, and I would say with every new moon and every full moon coming up in this next year, focus on what's happening in your own life, but also the whole world, because
Yeah.
the main focus is the people, humanity.
Right.
That's where focus should be.
Yeah, it is. It's the oneness, the unity.
Exactly.
It's raising the vibration. It's holding that light and awakening. A lot of people are awakening at different levels. That's what I've also been
Yes.
seeing.
Yeah. And your little piece of the puzzle shows it in your chart, which filters in. We all have a role for the big picture, which
Right.
is which is the right way to do humanity and the right way to take care of all that.
Exactly. It's just been, like I said, it's been really good, but it's been very, very interesting. And I'm really happy that I like this morning, this last 2 days were heavy. And I don't know if the word is heavy, but it was being
Uh-huh.
revealing of the past that was affecting the current. And it was old
Yes.
behavioral patterns. And that was what was coming up for me. And that's where the shift was happening. But it was extremely deep. But once I dissolved it, I felt a lot
Uh-huh.
lighter. And I felt a lot much better, but it's been
Yeah.
intense.
Yes. Yes. And it's going to be a challenge for people. The shift in the energy, for a lot of people, and again, it depending on your chart, but that shift in energy can be, it can drain you. A lot of people are very tired. They're
Yeah.
tired earlier because they're being drained because the old slipper and recliner of everything being in earth and water is suddenly changing to action and movement forward, and that's kind of hard on our body till we get used to that.
Yeah. And I feel that, the shift is happening, but at the same time, things will start to get easier for us.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and 2026, it will be that's the year, and especially the spring and early summer, after all these planets have moved, permanently for the duration of their cycles, into
Okay.
fire and air, we'll be able to settle then into what that energy is like, because
Oh,
they
okay.
won't go back into the water and earth, and so then we'll be
Wow.
able to deal with it more and everything. And with Aquarius and Uranus and Gemini, I mean, that revolutionary energy, excuse me, revolution kind of energy. Think back to the hippies, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Okay, we're going to be in the age of Aquarius. Pluto's in
Mhm.
Aquarius, Uranus is in Gemini, all the, fire and air. Okay, think back. Okay, so the summer of 1969, we had a 3-day concert. It was called Woodstock. 3 days, 500,000 people, no arrest. Can we do that today? We can't. We can't gather 500,000 people today for 3 days and not having a rest. That's just not the way it is right now. What was the difference? The energy. The energy of Woodstock at that particular time was love, peace, music. And
Yes.
that's the energy that we're being directed back to. Love,
Mm-hmm.
peace, and well, music or whatever, music back then, but the love and the peace for humanity, for everyone to be created equal, which is what the hippies were a lot about. Same two planets, Uranus and Pluto. They were very prominently conjunct in the 60s that
Yeah.
started all of that kind of thing, which those seeds of love and peace we planted back then, they're there. All we have to do is water them right now and bring them back out for the good of humanity. The love and the peace. And you see a little bit more of that everywhere. And you'll see a little bit more of love and peace kind of energy coming out, this next year for the good of all humanity. And I mean, we can do it. We did it before. We planted the seeds. They're there. We just have to water them. And that's what this Aquarian energy, a lot of it will be about. Go back to love and peace, not hate, love and peace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been very interesting. It has been. It's been interesting. It's really nice to know about the Sagittarius new moon coming up on the 19th, and very powerful shifts happening in 2026. So it's like go with the flow with it, you know.
Exactly. And head to the higher side of everything because that's where we're being directed. And that's the
Mhm.
energy that we can. I mean, there's a gray side to every energy,
Mhm.
every planet, and every, but it's the high side that we want to head to. And the high side being about humanity, of thinking outside the box, you know, heading towards the future uh, in a good way and making sure that
Right.
the energy goes for the good of everybody. And that's kind of what we're doing now as we move into this whole new arena of fire and air energy
And this is a
that we
nice
haven't been
time to
in for,
also start
300
to
years.
focus on the unity, the oneness, the peace, the harmony, the unity and the humanity. But it's also
Exactly.
important to focus on, I think we can harness the energy for our work even more. And the changes there are
Yeah,
happening for
yes.
everybody, you know,
Right,
you know.
right. And it's very focused that way. And especially this conjunction that I talk about, that's squaring this new moon. And what I mean by squaring it, it's making people think about it. I mean, a square is like agitation and this kind of thing. And you learn through squares, but it'll agitate until you do something about it. And this new Sagittarian moon, Sagittarius, our master teachers, our philosophers, our master spiritual teachers, and this conjunction of Neptune, very, very psychic and spiritual, direct connection to source and angels and guides, and then Saturn structures and also the wisdom of the elders. So it's like the structure of the old ways of connecting with spirit and God and creating everyone equally and that very high blissful love. The structure of the old that doesn't work anymore is going to change into a higher vibration.
Yeah, it feels like the old structures are changing. They're removing the old structures and putting in the new way.
Yeah,
For me, I feel like a lot of the
exactly.
old structures are being broken down. In another word, you know, or
Yeah,
another way to
the
look at
ones
it.
that
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, the structures that no longer work for the oneness, that no
right. And
longer work for
that's what I've
humanity.
been hearing in my meditations. The old structures do
Yes.
not work with the new energies. They don't connect, you know. They don't
No,
work.
they have to be shifted. They have to be re-looked at and reformed.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to share? And then we want people to know how they can get a hold of you for us for an astrology or for a reading.
Yeah, right now, as you know, I'm having computer troubles. Um, but yeah, one way would be my email, texting me, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So my email is astroeyes, astroeyes at AOL.com, or my phone number 515-779-7154. And as you know, I've had, I don't know what, anyway, computer problems. I can't get it to hook up to the internet. I have Geek Squad coming in on Thursday. It's
Been
just been
interesting.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting time period. I haven't been able to get my reports
I
out.
always say it's
Just
interesting. Just go with the flow. It's interesting. No, we so
yeah,
love having you on our show. Is there anything you want to share before we just say goodbye to our beautiful followers and the people who watch us?
just be excited. Go with the flow. It's a good way to put it. Know that the energies and everything that's changing and happening and moving forward in 2026 is for the good of all humanity. We're one race, the human race, and that's how spirit looks at it. And just concentrating on that. Every time you walk out the front door, send love and peace to the collective. Love and peace is stronger than hate and division. And we got to get that balance, the collective. That's everybody in the world.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for joining us. And again, we just want to thank all our followers, and we'll see you next
Uh,
Tuesday. Oh, wait a minute. It'll be 2 weeks. We're not doing one next Tuesday. We're going to do it at the end of the month. But we won't, because it's
yeah,
Christmas and everyone's pretty busy at
yeah,
that time, and we all are. And we just bless everyone with a wonderful
yes.
Christmas and a lot of harmony and peace in the family and all around, and the giving and the sharing. And thank you, Kathy, and we'll have you back on again. Thank you. We love your knowledge and your wisdom and all that you share with us.
Thanks. I would enjoy being back on. So,
International psychic medium and podcast host Sherry Lord. She is one of the most sought after psychic mediums. Book your special readings. Go to www.sherrylord.com.